Welcome back to Factful Finance, the channel where we help you make sense of your money and transform your financial life. Today, we're diving into a topic that many freelancers dread every year: tax season. If you're a freelancer, you know the unique challenges that come with navigating taxes on your own. But what if I told you that with the right strategy, tax season could be less stressful and even an opportunity to save? Yes, it's true. Here's a surprising fact. Nearly 70% of freelancers feel overwhelmed by taxes, according to a study by the Freelancers Union. But here's the good news: you don't have to be part of that statistic. Today, we're breaking down how to survive tax season step by step so you can minimize stress and maximize your refund. Before we get started, just a quick note. The advice I'm about to share is for educational purposes only. Please consult with a tax professional for guidance specific to your situation. Let's kick things off by first understanding the basics of freelancing taxes. Unlike a traditional employee who has taxes withheld from their paycheck, freelancers are responsible for handling their own tax payments. That means it's crucial to keep track of your earnings and expenses throughout the year. You're responsible for both the employee and employer portions of Social Security and Medicare taxes, often referred to as self-employment tax. Step 1. Track everything. Yes, I mean everything. Every client payment, every expense, every deduction. Write it down. Use apps like QuickBooks Self-Employed or FreshBooks to automatically track income and expenses. This can save you hours when it's time to file. Let me give you an example. Meet James, a freelance graphic designer. James tracked all his client invoices and business expenses throughout the year. When it was time to file his taxes, he was able to quickly identify deductible expenses like software subscriptions and office supplies, reducing his taxable income and maximizing his refund. Step 2. Know your deductions. As a freelancer, you can deduct many business-related expenses, including office supplies, business meals, travel, even part of your home if you work from a home office. Let's say Olivia, a freelance writer, spends a good chunk of her time working from home. She's eligible to deduct part of her rent, utilities, and internet. In fact, if you qualify, you can even deduct your internet and phone bill. That's a game changer. Step 3. Don't forget about estimated taxes. This is a common mistake many freelancers make. Unlike salaried employees who pay taxes throughout the year via paycheck withholding, freelancers need to pay estimated taxes quarterly. The IRS expects you to make these payments 4 times a year: April, June, September, and January. If you don't, you could face penalties and interest. So stay ahead of the game by putting money aside each quarter for taxes. Apps like TaxSlayer and TurboTax can help you calculate what you owe so you're not caught off guard. Step 4. Consider working with a tax professional. Taxes can get complicated, especially if you have multiple streams of income, and even more so if you're eligible for certain credits or deductions. A tax professional can help ensure you don't miss out on anything that could lower your tax liability, like the Earned Income Tax Credit or a qualified business income deduction. Let me tell you about Elijah. He's a freelance photographer who works with several clients each month. This year, he worked with a tax pro who helped him deduct his gear and even his photography workshops, which saved him hundreds. It's well worth the investment to get expert advice, especially if you're looking for ways to optimize your taxes. Step 5. Save for next year. Once tax season is over, it's easy to forget about taxes until next year. But here's the thing. Taxes for freelancers are a year-round commitment. Set aside a percentage of every paycheck for taxes. Many experts recommend saving 25 to 30% of your income to cover self-employment taxes, but it's best to consult with a tax pro to determine the right amount based on your personal financial situation. So let's quickly recap. Tax season for freelancers doesn't have to be a nightmare. Start by tracking everything. Don't miss out on valuable deductions. Stay on top of quarterly estimated taxes. Get help from a tax professional when you need it, and always be proactive by saving for taxes throughout the year. If you follow these steps, you'll feel much more confident come April. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge during tax season as a freelancer? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to help. Thanks for tuning in to Factful Finance. If you found today's video helpful, Why not hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss out on more tips that could save you time, money, and stress. We think you'll find the video popping up next on your screen helpful in achieving your financial goals. So give it a watch. As always, remember, this is educational content. Be sure to consult a tax professional to make sure your financial moves are the right ones. Until next time, keep those finances strong.